the Washington Wizards may have something special after their recent trade for former Hawks star Trae Young, and I think the Wizards could have a very bright future because that trade was very good. We're going to talk about the trade today. We're going to talk about how the Wizards have a very bright future and they could be set up in a good spot and how they could be one of the scariest teams in the NBA going forward and also one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel on the road to 100 subscribers on this new channel. If you wonder why the background's like that, well, because I run an NFL channel and that is my main channel with about 3,000 subscribers, and we're just trying to build this NBA channel up now. So if you could please hit the like button and subscribe, that would be very appreciated. So the Washington Wizards traded for Trae Young, and they only gave up Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum. No draft capital whatsoever. Yes, you'd love to keep Corey Kispert. Yes, you'd love to keep CJ McCollum for that matter, but getting Trae Young was so needed for the Washington Wizards. They needed a star. They needed a star desperately. They had been looking for so long, and Trae Young is a star. If you look at what he did with the Hawks, multiple postseason appearances, and really just put the Hawks on his back every year. Taking them different places to new heights, and he really didn't have any help doing that. So do I doubt that he's going to do that with the Wizards? No. I mean, he's going to be able to do that with the Wizards with, what they have. And the Wizards are only getting stronger. If you look at their lineup right now, Alex Sarr at center, Keyshawn George at shooting guard, Trae Johnson's the other shooting guard from last year's draft. Chris Middleton is the small forward. Bilal Coulibaly at small forward. Their bench is very good. Bub Carrington, point guard right now. Cam Whitmore, they have him. Justin Champagnie, he can knock down a three whenever you want him to. Now they have Trae Young, who may not see the court this year, but we're talking for the future about the Washington Wizards. They have a very bright future. AJ Johnson, do not forget about him. The biggest thing about getting Trae Young is there was no draft capital involved in getting Trae Young. The Wizards were so smart in trying to, in trading for Trae Young before Ja Morant hit the market, as we got news that Ja Morant could be, getting expended throughout the league, and the Grizzlies are looking to trade him possibly. They were so smart in getting Trae Young before that happened. The Wizards strategically and schematically are positioning themselves for success in the future through the draft. They didn't have to give up a single pick to get their future star in Trae Young. Trae Young just had his press conference. He said he looks forward to the team building around him and building something for the future, and that's what he's going to get. I mean, their future draft picks owned and acquired will be pivotal in shaping the team's success. Now, if they have the wrong GM, well, then that's going to be a problem. But if they have the right GM and they are able to smoke these picks, their future is very bright. They have a combination of their own picks and acquired assets. They have multiple opportunities to bolster their roster through the draft. The flexibility these picks and swap rights offer to them are very, very good for them. As the 2025 NBA draft approaches, though, or sorry, not 2025, 2026 draft approaches after the year, they're going to have a lot of work to do. There's going to be a lot of work to do, but this team, they just got to come out and they have to smoke on those picks, and they can do that. They have so many picks. You now have Trae Young. Build around Trae Young. Put a team around him, and you already got to think about the guys that they have. I mean, if you look at the Wizards and the guys that they have already, I mean, I already told you, Bub Carrington, Trae Johnson, Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, Chris Middleton, maybe exclude Chris Middleton from that, but these are all young, good guys. Bilal Coulibaly, I didn't even include him. They are all growing into their own players, but now they got Trae Young, and he's not even that old. What is Trae Young? About 27 years old? I could be off on that, but believe he's around that age. So this Washington Wizards team has a very, bright future all of a sudden, and they have a star. They have a guy to get in there, but they definitely have to put a few pieces around him. They have to become, more of a powerhouse before we're going to even start putting their name in conversations. Like, they're not going to make the playoffs next year. They could be a 40-win team, though. They could be like the Oklahoma City Thunder before the Oklahoma City Thunder were something, right? That's what I envision them being, a 40-win team, right? A 40 and 42-win team probably next year with Trae Young and with all the assets they're going to have and all these guys going into their third year. This team has a very bright future. They could be one of the scariest teams in the NBA. Now, do you have the right GM? Do you have the right head coach? That's for them to figure out, but for them to go out there and get Trae Young, for that risky move to take, you're not giving up any draft picks. You're not giving up any draft picks. This feels like a home run, a slam dunk move for them. You didn't want to give up Corey Kispert. He can knock down a three whenever you want him to, but he's not a difference maker on that team, and he was not a difference maker. He barely ever started games, right? CJ McCollum's on the older side of the deal already. You don't mind losing him, and you didn't trade any draft capital for Trae Young. This move to me seems like again, a slam dunk move to get a guy like Trae Young, and we'll see how they end up doing, the rest of the year. Trae Young's probably not going to play, but this is a time for growth the rest of this NBA season. And once they come back, they got to hit in free agency. They got to hit in the draft. And if they do that, they can position themselves for the future very, very nicely. And we'll see how that works out. So that's going to do it for me. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Wanted to come on here and talk about the Wizards. Videos, going to try to get them out every week. Again, I'm busy with my NFL channel, but as the offseason begins for the NFL, at least for my team, the Commanders, I'll have more time to do this. So make sure you guys subscribe and leave a like on the way out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.